Man, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of EOS. It's 10 out of Jake, but I'm rocking with y'all, and y'all rocking with me. And for this video, we're going to be speaking on Canada's most wanted rapper, Young Lava, a man that's commonly referred to as Canada's Tay-K. He's been on the run since 2019 for a first-degree murder, and he's been caught in the U.S. and now faces U.S. federal charges. January 10, 2021 at approximately 10:10 p.m. near Ferguson Falls, a Minnesota State Patrol trooper conducted a traffic stop on a Chevy Silverado pickup truck with Texas license plates that was traveling 95 to 100 miles per hour. When the trooper approached the vehicle, the driver provided an Ontario, Canada driver's license with a false name. The passenger provided a false Florida ID. After detecting the odor of marijuana from within the vehicle and receiving suspicious and inconsistent statements from both the driver and passenger, the troopers searched the vehicle, finding 4 bags with a total of 67 guns and numerous magazines. The driver, 29-year-old Muzamil Adao, was found to have outstanding felony warrants out of Canada for kidnapping and firearm offenses, while the passenger, 29-year-old Dane Sitladine, was found to have a federal arrest warrant from the U.S. Marshal's Office based on a 2019 Canadian arrest warrant for first-degree murder, fentanyl distribution, and possession of proceeds of a crime. Sitladine, more commonly known as Young Lava, Canada's most wanted rapper, has been on the run since 2019 and has been dubbed Canada's Tay-K, referring to the Texas rapper who fled, or in his own words, did the race on a murder charge. 2018 was the deadliest year on record in Toronto, with 96 people killed. The oldest victim, 94 years old, and the youngest only 3 weeks, leaving a murder rate just above New York City. 51 of those deaths would be gun-related, and the gun violence would only continue into 2019, with Toronto's bloodiest year on record for overall gun violence, leaving 292 people shot and 78 dead. Young Lava was a Toronto rapper from the Rexdale neighborhood, an area of the city known for gangs, drugs, and violence, and he's let it be known in his lyrics rapping about shootouts and catching bodies. In 2011, the Toronto Anti-Violence Intervention Strategy Team, also known as Travis, were patrolling one of Toronto's worst housing projects, a building designed like the Italian Tower of Pisa, with a total of 15 floors known for rust and roaches, cracks in the asphalt, and balcony rails that were falling apart. 20-year-old Lava was found in the building's lobby in possession of a 9mm Beretta and cocaine while on probation, leading him to being hit with 27 new charges, including taking the serial number off the weapon. In March of 2019, a Chinese international student was walking in an underground parking garage at a condominium building with a friend when a van pulled up beside them and a group of men jumped out, shocking the 22-year-old student with a stun gun multiple times before forcing him in the van and speeding off. The student was found 4 days later, only suffering minor injuries, and was taken to a hospital for treatment. 3 men were arrested, 2 of which were charged with kidnapping, forcible confinement, assault with a weapon, and assault, while the 3rd man pled guilty to kidnapping for ransom and was sentenced to 4 years in prison. An arrest warrant remained for the 4th suspect, Muzamil Adao, who had yet to be found. In May of 2019, just after 1 p.m., police responded to a shooting, finding an unresponsive man in a townhouse. 26-year-old Brian Grindley was pronounced dead at the scene. 3 arrest warrants were issued in the same month at a press conference, with 21-year-old Andre Douse turning himself in shortly after. 29-year-old Michael Smith surrendered to police 5 days later, while Young Lava vanished. Now, some way, somehow, Lava and Adao, the 2 criminal athletes, linked up and found themselves in the U.S. I mean, these 2 could have won gold at the Felony Olympics for as long as they've been doing the race. But karma finally caught up with them, and not only do they face criminal charges back home in Canada, but they face U.S. federal charges, as they've both been charged with 1 count of unlawful alien and possession of firearms, an offense that carries a max of 10 years in federal prison. Now they may have to face a conclusion in federal court and serve time in the federal system before being deported back to Canada, which means it'll be a long damn time before either one of them is free again. Now this is a wild fucking case, and obviously they left for two separate reasons, two separate cases. I don't know the connection between the two, and if you do know the connection between them, don't say it. You don't have to put it in the comments. You don't have to do the police's job. If they don't post it, if the feds didn't say nothing about it, if Canada hasn't said nothing, I'm not gonna say nothing. That's the point of these videos. We only report what's been reported. We're not putting out all the little extra bits of shit. We don't need to make the connections. We just talk about them once they've been connected. But for whatever fucking reason they linked up, maybe it's because they can both run fast as shit, they found themselves in the US. Now, how the fuck did they get 67 guns? Did they bring the guns from Canada with them? I don't even understand that. And they weren't even charged with ammunition. I don't know if ammunition can fall under that one offense, but I found a similar case where a man had the same charge, alien in possession of firearms, and he also had another charge, alien in possession of ammunition. So you had 67 guns with no bullets and a bunch of magazines? Like, what the fuck were you gonna do with that? Hit people with them? Either way it goes, it's not looking good for either one of them. Like I said, they're gonna have to face those federal charges here. I don't see the feds just giving them up, even though one of them is facing a first-degree murder, which is obviously gonna be the worst charge. Now, nothing has been said about the other co-defendants within the murder case being convicted, and the woman was given an accessory after the fact. I don't know if that is a reduced charge because she told, or what her participation is. Canada doesn't seem to put out the details like certain states within the US. But whichever way you want to look at it, first degree murder is first degree murder. You know what I mean? They're not going to play with him about that. He has a violent history. They're going to use everything against him. The fact that he was on the run. I mean, Canada was after this dude. They even admitted to trying to use a facial recognition, video surveillance, alien type fucking government shit to find this motherfucker, and they still couldn't. So they're dying to get this kid back into Canada. And for his co-defendant, the other one that got popped, the driver with the kidnapping, he's snatching up Chinese kids and shit and zapping them with fucking taser guns. That sounds crazy to me. In my opinion, it sounds like the third one that was arrested that pled out and got 4 years. He must have told us something because he's the only one that pled out. He really didn't get much time. And if all you were facing is 4 years for a kidnapping, why even go on the run? That doesn't sound right. Kidnapping in Florida, your ass can get hit with 20. But it only goes to show the type of limitations that there are when you try to go on the run. You know, this isn't like the 1920s. This isn't Bonnie and Clyde. You can't just pull up in another town, nobody knows you, you kill everybody, and go to the next one after robbing the bank. It's not like that. The US, they're on their shit. And you got people that are missing, but they're so limited as to what they can do and how they can live. You can't contact family members. You can't have a bank. You can't use a card. You got to work under the table for the rest of your life. Everything is that much harder. You know, it's already hard living as a felon and getting denied for everything. Imagine not even being able to use your real name. And who the fuck gave Lava a Florida ID? Out of all the fake IDs, how the fuck does he get a Florida one? Like, I don't understand. Are they just the easiest ones to come by out of every state in the US? Like, oh yeah, we got these Florida IDs on deck. But this case is gonna take a while to come to a conclusion. We're not gonna see the end of this for a long ass time. But hey, it's Tay-K. I'm rocking with y'all, y'all rocking with me. Till next time.